Wealth is more than just a number in your bank account. It's a complex story of where you've been, where you stand, and where you're headed. Each stage in this financial journey, from the humble beginnings of financial dependence to the lofty heights of abundance, reveals not just a monetary value, but a chapter in your life's journey. How do these stages manifest in real life? And more importantly, where do you fit in this spectrum? Let's go through the 7 common stages, along with the telltale signs of each. This isn't a list that needs to be rigidly followed by any means, but it can give you some valuable insights on not only where you are right now, but also what it takes to ascend to the next level. Stage 1. Financial dependence. Financial dependence is the initial stage in the journey. In this phase, you're not yet standing on your own 2 financial feet. Instead, you rely on others, be it family, friends, or institutions, such as the government, for your monetary needs. This stage is common among young adults, particularly students or recent graduates, but can also occur at any age due to various life circumstances. The indicators of this stage are pretty straightforward. If you regularly need financial help to cover basic living expenses like rent, groceries, or utility bills, you're here. It's also indicated by a lack of personal income or insufficient income to meet your basic needs without support. Being financially dependent isn't necessarily a negative state. It's often a transitional phase. For young adults, it's a common part of their growth journey. However, lingering in this stage beyond your early adult years, without a plan to move forward, can hamper long-term financial health. The goal isn't to rush out of this stage, but to develop a realistic plan for achieving financial solvency. It could involve enhancing your skills for better job opportunities, creating a budget, or learning basic financial management skills. These steps are crucial in building the foundation for your financial independence journey. Stage 2. Financial solvency. It's crucial to recognize financial solvency as a pivotal stage in your wealth journey. Think of it as the foundation of your financial house. It's where you're no longer teetering on the edge, financially speaking. This stage is all about self-reliance in meeting your financial obligations. There are a couple of signs that you're at this stage. Firstly, you're consistently paying your bills on time. This might seem basic, but it's a fundamental aspect. Being able to meet your monthly obligations without delay or assistance is a clear indicator that you're here. Secondly, you're not overusing credit. This means your credit card balances are manageable, and you're not accumulating debt to cover everyday expenses. A study by the Federal Reserve noted that households with credit card debt carry an average balance of almost $8,000. If you're keeping your balances significantly lower than this, or better yet, paying them off in full each month, you're showing the right signs. Another aspect is not relying on others for financial support. If you've moved past needing family or friends to bail you out when bills come due, that's a big step. You're standing on your own 2 financial feet. It's not so much about how much you earn, but rather how effectively you manage what you have. Stage 3. Financial stability. In this stage, you've achieved a level of control over your finances that allows you to handle unforeseen expenses, like a car repair or a medical bill, without panic. It's about having a cushion, typically in the form of an emergency fund, that can cover around 3 to 6 months of living expenses, so you're not losing sleep over bills or debts due at the end of the month. Your budget isn't just a plan, but a part of your lifestyle, helping you to manage your income and expenses effectively. You might also notice that you're not resorting to credit cards for emergencies. Instead, you're dipping into that emergency fund you diligently built. In other words, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Reaching financial stability doesn't mean you're living in luxury. It means you've established a foundation of financial control and are no longer at the mercy of every financial wave that tries to knock you down. It's a significant step, signaling that you're on the right track and ready to build towards even greater financial goals. Stage 4. Debt freedom. Imagine a life where the shadow of debt doesn't loom over your financial decisions. This is what debt freedom is. A state where you've cleared your major debts, including credit cards, student loans, and personal loans. It's a liberating stage, signifying a significant shift in your financial health. And how do you know you're here? First, check your monthly financial obligations. If they're limited to ongoing expenses like utilities, rent, or a manageable mortgage, and you're not juggling bills or facing mounting interest from loans, you're likely debt-free. It's a point where your income is no longer earmarked for past expenses, but is free for present and future use. This sets a solid foundation for building wealth, as you can now direct more of your resources towards savings and investments rather than paying off interest and penalties. It's a significant milestone and one to be celebrated. Stage 5. Financial security. Financial security is when you've accumulated enough assets and savings to cover your basic living expenses for an extended period, even if you stopped working. This is where your job is no longer a necessity, but a choice. In this stage, your financial buffer is robust enough to sustain your essential costs like housing, food, utilities, and healthcare without the need for a regular paycheck. And it's not purely having that significant lump sum in your savings account. Rather, it's about smartly invested assets that can potentially provide you with a steady flow of income, like dividends from stocks, interest from bonds, or returns from other investments. A telltale sign of being in this stage is when the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck has long faded. You have a clear financial plan, and your emergency fund is not just a buffer but a well-funded safety net. You're not necessarily living a life of luxury, but you're comfortable and secure. There's no specific dollar amount threshold, as this will vary according to circumstances. For some, this could mean having $100,000 in investable assets, while for others, it might mean having $1 million. The key is that your assets are working for you, reducing your dependence on a monthly income and giving you a taste of financial freedom. Stage 6. Financial independence. This represents a point where your financial assets generate enough income to cover all your living expenses indefinitely. This stage is about the freedom to make choices in life without being constrained by the need to earn a specific income. What are the signs of being in this stage? First, your investment income. This could be dividends from stocks, interest from bonds, rental income from properties, or returns from other types of investments, is sufficient to cover your day-to-day expenses. This means all your necessities like housing, food, healthcare, and transportation, as well as your regular leisure activities, are comfortably funded by your investments alone. Another sign is the shift in your mindset. When you reach financial independence, your perspective on work changes. You work because you choose to, not because you have to. This freedom often leads to greater satisfaction in professional endeavors, since the pressure of financial necessity is off the table. It's important to note that achieving financial independence requires not just building a substantial investment portfolio, but also managing your living expenses. It's a balance, growing your assets while keeping your expenses at a level that your investments can sustainably support. But financial independence isn't a static target. It adjusts with your lifestyle choices and the economic environment. What is enough today might change tomorrow, so it's crucial to remain flexible and adaptive in your financial planning. This stage of wealth offers a profound sense of security and empowerment, allowing you to live life on your terms. Stage 7. Financial freedom or abundance. This is the pinnacle. It's like summiting Everest. It's not just about having enough, it's about having plenty. At this stage, your wealth isn't just a cushion, it's a launch pad for your grandest dreams and aspirations. Once you're here, money is no longer a constraint but a tool for realizing your ambitions. You're not just comfortable, you're thriving. Your investments and assets are so robust that they not only cover your current lifestyle, but also allow for luxuries, philanthropy, and leaving a significant legacy. In this zone, your financial decisions are often about impact rather than necessity. Maybe you're setting up charitable foundations, funding significant projects, or investing in causes close to your heart. Your wealth is a force for change, creating ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle. You're no longer planning for retirement simply because you could retire at any moment. Yet, you might choose to work or engage in projects purely for passion, not a paycheck. But this stage isn't just for the ultra-rich or celebrities. It's attainable for those who have strategically built and managed their wealth over time. And if you're interested in starting a stream of income to eventually get to this summit, check out the comments for a course on building a business that could just help advance you through the stages.